Hello, I'm back. So I'm sharing my screen right now with you so that we can go over some more information about order of operations. You already have been given a little introduction to it. So you know that the P stands for parentheses, we've got exponents, and then that multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. When a mathematical expression has more than one operation, there are rules for which operation are performed first. So we've got Benson and Nora here. Benson and Nora have solved this problem in two different ways. So Benson, it's 5 plus 4 times 3 is the same problem, right? But Benson got 27 and Nora got 17. So it looks like Benson added first. So he did 5 plus 4 times 3, and he got 27 because he added first. Think back to the little introduction we just did. Did Benson solve this correctly? You're right. He didn't because he added first. We know that with order of operations, we need to multiply and divide first. So Nora is correct. Nora got 17. She multiplied 4 times 3 first, which was the correct order in which to solve this. She did 4 times 3, which was 12, and then she added next. So he was correct. And then Benson says, we have different answers for the same problem. We both can't be right. So mathematicians agreed on rules called the order of operations so that everyone gets the same answer for the same mathematical expression. Here are our order of operations. We've got an expression here. It's 3 times 3 plus 1 minus 2 divided by 2. So we need to solve this problem, but we have to know what to do first. So take a look at this. And what do you think you should do first? That's right, work inside the parentheses. So you're going to add 3 plus 1 first because that's inside the parentheses. And it says right here, perform operations within grouping symbols first. Then we're going to multiply and divide in order from left to right. Remember, multiply and divide stands for that M and D in PEMDAS. So we're going to multiply. So here we brought down the 4. 3 times 4 minus 2 divided by 1. We know that we need to multiply and divide first. So 3 times 4, which is 12. 2 divided by 2, which is 1. And then lastly, we subtract. 12 minus 1 equals 11. So you can pause right now if you want to take a look at this again. If you're not sure how the answer 11 is correct, you can pause it and take a look at it. But we are going to keep moving. Feel free to pause or rewind and rewatch anything that seems a little unclear. Some problems have more than one set of grouping symbols. So you can see here that we've got grouping symbols. I told you sometimes we call them brackets, parentheses. And I want to just tell you that you always want to work from the inside out. So you do whatever is closer to the middle, closer to the inside, and then you work your way out. So this expression has parentheses inside of brackets. Perform operations inside the parentheses first, and then perform operations inside of the brackets. In other words, go from inside to outside. So for this one, we're going to want to do 7 minus 1 first, and then continue to work inside of those brackets. Let me hide that and get rid of that so you guys can see. There you go. Feel free to pause right now and take a look at this expression. In fact, I would like you to write it down on a piece of paper, whiteboard, marker, pencil piece of paper. Copy this down and see if you can come up with the same answer, 240. Okay, so go ahead and try it. You can pause this video. Sam wrote this equation, but forgot the grouping symbols. You can insert parentheses to make this equation true. So he wrote the equation. If we solved it the way that it is written here, we're not going to get 23. So for this one, we need to figure out where do we place the parentheses. So, and sometimes with this, honestly, guys, it's just going to be trial and error. You try different places to place the parentheses. Sometimes you'll look at it and say, oh, obviously it's the 15 minus 5. But other times it's going to have to be trial and error where you actually place those, I feel like I'm outside of where you actually place those parentheses and then you solve that equation and see if you are correct. So he placed them here. When he placed the parentheses next to the 15 and next to the 5, he did get 23. What I'm going to do right now is take you over to you've already had a student activity book page assigned to you. I'd like you to work on that. But for now, we're going to go ahead over to our Google slide presentation where we just go over this is shared with you. So I would like you to kind of go through it at your own pace rather than me talking over it the entire time. I would like you, I'm giving each of you your own copy of it, and I'd like you to take your time and go through it. We talked about, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. If you come up with another mnemonic for that, please feel free to do so. Then we have another slide here. This is just showing you the order that we use to solve the problems. And what you can do here when you watch this one is kind of see each step. You're going to see how it just runs through. Then you can watch again. And now for this one, how do you know what's next? So what should you do first, and then what should you do next? You can go ahead and work on that one and make a little text box here and give me your answer. Same for that one and that one. These, you're just going to choose the correct answer and submit it back to me. And here is your exit ticket. You can do these on paper, write them out, or feel free to create little text boxes right here in the PowerPoint. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. Bye. Okay, now I'm going to have this awkward moment where my Screencastify doesn't want to open, so there we go. All right.